In the heart of the bustling city of San Francisco, amidst the ebb and flow of the ocean tides, stands a marvel that has for decades been a silent witness to the passage of time and the evolution of history. This is the journey of the construction and legacy of the Golden Gate, an exploration where the engineering ingenuity and aesthetic beauty of the Golden Gate Bridge come to life. With its towering suspension cables, painted in a hue that dances between orange and red, the bridge not only connects two pieces of land, but reflects the audacity of human dreams, underscored by unwavering determination and meticulous planning. As we embark on this narrative, we'll uncover recent additions to the Golden Gate Bridge, including the impactful safety net constructions. These contemporary elements not only enhance the bridge's legacy, but also symbolise its ongoing adaptation to societal needs. Join us as we navigate through the history, construction challenges, and enduring impact of this iconic structure. In the early whispers of the 20th century, a dream was quietly brewing along the picturesque coastlines of San Francisco. A dream that would in time sculpt the skyline of the city and etch itself into the annals of engineering history. The dream was simple, yet audacious, to construct a bridge that would span the mighty Golden Gate Strait, a natural marvel that had, for centuries, dictated the rhythms of travel and trade in the region. The seed of this dream was sown by Joseph B. Strauss, an engineer whose eyes saw not just the turbulent waters of the strait, but a possibility, a connection waiting to be forged. Strauss, whose expertise lay in bascule bridge construction, envisioned a bridge that would defy the odds, a bridge that would stitch the urban tapestry of San Francisco to the rolling landscapes of Marin County. But the path from vision to reality was strewn with obstacles, both natural and man-made. The mighty tides of the strait, the dense fogs that enveloped the bay, and the formidable depths of the ocean floor presented challenges that were as daunting as they were invigorating. Enter Irvin Morrow and Charles Ellis, minds that would bring finesse and aesthetic brilliance to Strauss's structural vision. Morrow, an architect with a keen eye for design, introduced elements that would define the bridge's visual identity. The elegant Art Deco styling, the towering and graceful towers, and a colour that would come to be synonymous with the bridge itself, international orange. A colour that was not only striking to behold, but also pragmatic, ensuring the bridge's visibility amidst the frequent and mystical San Francisco fogs. The design of the Golden Gate Bridge was not merely a feat of engineering, it was a symphony of form and function, where every line, curve and colour were meticulously thought out, ensuring that the bridge was not just a physical connection, but also a visual and symbolic link between the natural and urban landscapes. As the designs evolved, so did the methodologies, transforming from a hybrid cantilever suspension bridge to a full suspension bridge, a decision that would ultimately define the iconic silhouette of the Golden Gate Bridge. It was a design that was not only structurally sound, verified by meticulous calculations and model testing, but also aesthetically harmonious, blending seamlessly with the natural grandeur of its surroundings. As the first rays of the sun kissed the shores of San Francisco in the early 1930s, a new chapter was being written in the city's history. The dream of the Golden Gate Bridge, which had long lingered in the minds of visionaries, was on the cusp of becoming a tangible reality. But the path from the blueprints to the steel structures was one that demanded not just technical expertise, but an unwavering spirit of perseverance. The construction of the Golden Gate Bridge, which commenced in January 1933, was a journey against the odds. The engineers and workers were not merely contending with steel and cables, they were battling the relentless forces of nature. The mighty Pacific Ocean, with its tumultuous tides, and the dense, enigmatic fogs of San Francisco Bay were constant companions, challenging and testing the mettle of the men and the materials alike. The workers, often perched high above the roaring waters, danced a delicate ballet with steel, suspended between the heavens and the ocean. And beneath them, divers plunged into the abyss, navigating the dark, chilly waters to ensure the stability of the towers that would soon kiss the skies. It was a construction site where every day showcased human courage and ingenuity. During the early construction of the Golden Gate Bridge, a safety net was indeed employed beneath the construction site to protect workers from fatal falls, which was quite innovative at the time. The Halfway to Hell Club refers to the 19 men whose lives were saved by this safety net during the construction in the 1930s. Unfortunately, there were also fatalities during the construction, with 11 workers losing their lives. Building the bridge was not easy. The foundation, which is the part that supports the whole bridge from under the water, was especially tricky to make. Divers had to go deep into the dark, cold waters of the Golden Gate Strait, where they worked to create a strong base for the bridge's towers. It was risky and hard, but with every bit of concrete they placed, the foundation became stronger, making the dream more real. Above the water, workers were busy too. They lifted heavy steel beams and carefully placed cables to create the bridge's famous look. Each piece had to be placed just right, making sure the bridge would be safe and strong. The towers and cables weren't just parts of a bridge, they were parts of a story about people working hard to create something beautiful and useful. In April 1937, something amazing happened. The Golden Gate Bridge, a big dream of many people, was finished. It was done earlier than planned and didn't use up all the money set aside for it. Something that modern construction can't seem to do. Let's take a step back in time to the 1930s, when the Golden Gate Bridge was more than just a construction project. It was a beacon of hope and a symbol of human achievement during a particularly tough time known as the Great Depression. People were facing hardships, jobs were scarce, and spirits were low. But the construction of the bridge brought not only a physical connection between lands, but also provided jobs, stirred hopes, and became a symbol of resilience and possibility amidst trying times. It was a structure born not just out of necessity, but also out of a profound need for inspiration and unity. As the years rolled by, the Golden Gate Bridge stood witness to countless historic events and shifts. It silently observed the ebb and flow of times, from the throes of wars to the joys of celebrations, becoming not just a passage but a steadfast landmark, narrating tales of epochs gone by. It has been a silent spectator to the changing skylines, the evolving eras, and has itself been a character in stories of the city and its people. The bridge, with its iconic international orange colour and majestic towers, became synonymous with San Francisco, offering a familiar and comforting sight, a constant amidst change. Fast forward to 1987, the Golden Gate Bridge celebrated its 50th birthday, and oh what a celebration it was. People from all walks of life came together to honour this iconic structure with festivities, fireworks, and a collective walk across the bridge. It was a moment of reflection, a pause to look back upon the myriad of moments, both jubilant and sombre, that had unfolded under its watchful arches. The celebration was not just of a bridge, but of memories, milestones, and the enduring spirit of a community. But the journey doesn't end there. The preservation of the Golden Gate Bridge is an ongoing tale of care, repair, and a commitment to safeguarding a legacy. Workers, day in and day out, paint, repair, and maintain this beloved structure, ensuring that it continues to stand tall, narrating its tales to future generations. It's a continuous effort to honour and preserve a piece of history, to ensure that the stories, memories, and significance embedded in its steel and cables are passed on, becoming timeless tales of a city and its silent sentinel. But did you know that the Golden Gate Bridge, with its striking international orange colour, wasn't originally supposed to be orange at all? The US military had other colours in mind, like black and yellow stripes, to ensure visibility and safety during foggy conditions. But the vibrant orange colour, which was initially a primer to protect the steel, captured the hearts of the people and became the signature hue, enhancing its visibility and adding to its unique charm. And while the bridge is a marvel during the day, it also has a nocturnal secret. The Golden Gate Bridge is a silent guardian to a rare and enchanting phenomenon known as the bioluminescence bay, where certain times of year the waters beneath transform into a mesmerizing light show thanks to tiny organisms that emit a mystical glow, creating a spectacle of nature's own design. The bridge also plays an unsung role in the world of science and innovation. It's not just a passage, but a giant wind-testing tunnel. Engineers and scientists have studied the effects of high winds on the bridge, leading to advancements in understanding aerodynamics and contributing to the field of science in a way that was perhaps never initially imagined. The Golden Gate Bridge, while a symbol of architectural splendour and historical significance, has also been a silent witness to countless stories that ended in quiet despair, as many chose to end their lives by jumping from its heights. It became a poignant paradox, a structure that connected lands but saw so many personal journeys disconnected. In the shadow of its majestic towers, discussions and debates unfolded, as society grappled with a somber question: how does one preserve the sanctity of life in a place that has, for many, become synonymous with its end? The answer came in the form of a safety net, a literal extension of society's outstretched arms, seeking to catch those in their moments of despair. Unlike the safety net used during its construction, this net was not meant to catch falling workers, but to deter and prevent those contemplating suicide from making a fatal leap. The net, extending 20 feet below and 20 feet from the side of the walkway, is designed to act not just as a physical barrier, but as a psychological one as well. It serves as a pause, a moment of reconsideration, and, in many cases, a life-saving intervention. The design and implementation of the net were undertaken with utmost care, ensuring that it performed its vital function without diminishing the aesthetic and historical value of the bridge. As the gentle waves of the Pacific Ocean caress the shores of San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge stands tall, not merely as a conduit between lands, but as a timeless symbol and a legacy that transcends generations. The bridge is a legacy, a gift from the past generations to the present and the future. It embodies the dreams, the determination, and the unwavering spirit of those who dared to envision the impossible and toiled to make it a reality. It is a reminder that when collective dreams converge with determination, even the seemingly surmountable can be achieved. As a guardian of San Francisco, the bridge has silently watched over the city, becoming an integral part of its identity, its skyline, and its soul. It has welcomed newcomers, bid farewell to leavers, and provided a constant, comforting presence to those who call the city home. It is intertwined with the city's culture, history, and daily life, becoming a symbol that is globally synonymous with San Francisco. And there you have it, folks. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.